It's time to deck the halls here on River Valley Chronicle. I'm your host, Elizabeth D'Orazio, and we're here celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Holiday Lights display at the La Salette Shrine in Enfield. I'm joined by the Shrine Director, Father René Butler, and we're going to talk about this amazing lights which you drive by and I bet you've actually visited. So Father René, tell us about the 60th anniversary of the lights.
Right, it's the 60th year rather than the anniversary because it was 1 year without lights during the early 70s when there was the energy crisis.
Okay.
So it's our 60th year, but 60 is 60. We won't quibble.
We're still proud of it.
That's right. And it began because Pope Pius XII proclaimed a year in honor of the Blessed Virgin Mary. It was the first ever Marian year. And so our contribution to the cause was to have the lights. And then it continued, and of course it's grown and grown and grown.
And the La Salette missionaries are missionaries of, you said, Our
Lady of La Salette, yeah.
So a celebration of your
Mary.
patroness.
That's right, yeah.
You decorated with lights. And how did it grow into a yearly tradition after that?
Well, they continued to do it. I guess everybody said, hey, this was great. And it's not the kind of thing you would do for just 1 year.
A lot of work.
And then it's changed quite a bit. Those who came maybe, say, 50 and 40 years ago would remember that most of the displays were wood with the lights around them. Problem was they were extremely heavy.
Yes, I've made one.
And they get blown over. And now they're all just frames, and the image is created with the lights. And so the wind blows right through them, and they're not heavy.
So they're easier to transport and put away.
Yeah, because it's only 2 people that set up the whole thing.
Oh my goodness.
We do get a few volunteers, but mostly it's just Brother Claude and our hired man, Rick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's a lot of work. They start in October.
And how do you afford to keep them on?
Well, people,
is it donations and sponsorship?
People sponsor an evening, right? Other people, and that's renewed every year. Other people sponsor one or more of the displays. That's a permanent sponsorship. And then other people leave offerings, and they go to the gift shop, they go to the cafeteria. So there are different ways in which the costs are covered.
And I think it's wonderful because there's so many different scenes. There's the nativity, you've got giant presents and bells and angels, and there's always wonderful music. And you've got a concert coming up.
That's right. We have a concert this Saturday by a group from Woodstock called Wren Song, W-R-E-N, like the bird. Wren Song. Their specialty is Renaissance music, but I think that they also will present something that people will be more familiar with.
And then you have another concert after that.
That's the following Saturday is the Valley Chords, a women's group that sing amazingly in the barbershop quartet style.
And it's going to be beautiful, echoing all through this as we see the lights and come on into this beautiful chapel and write our birthday card and birthday wish to Jesus.
That's right, yeah, both of those concerts are at 5:15 on the Saturday.
That's absolutely wonderful. Now, what would you say to someone in the community if they haven't come to La Salette before to see the lights?
You want to stand out there in the dark at 5 minutes to 5.
Yeah.
And then when all the lights go on at once, it will bowl you over. Absolutely. It did me, and it did my brother, and it did everybody else that I know who's seen it for the first time.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you very much, Father René.
Thank you.
So you've heard it, folks. 5 minutes to 5 each day in December, right here at the La Salette Shrine, celebrating a 60-year history of the lights. If you'd like to support the shrine, remember there's ways you can sponsor the lighting display or an individual display. It is a holiday tradition here, and we thank the missionaries for all the work they do to make it possible.